You're live, but I'm feeling dead. This is the aaronzero show, another edition of today's noise and all the noise that you never want to hear. And what do we have today? Well, on the sports front, Ayush Shetty beat the world number one in the badminton, Yu Kyushu. Oh, I think it's Shu, in badminton, 21-14, 21-19. So that's astounding win by a young Indian, beating the Chinese players. And in the women earlier also, a Chinese woman was beaten. I think it was PV Sindhu. And PV Sindhu also has advanced to the next round, beating Ireland's Sophie Noble, if I remember correctly. And in the doubles, the Indians have advanced also. So Indians seem to be doing very well in the badminton area. Maybe some more gold medals, who knows. And during the Independence Day address, Prime Minister Modi had talked about Dimagi Naxals, meaning, I guess, the terrorists who are with terrorist mind and who are plotting and plotting and everything like that. But the young Generation G has, a Generation Z, sorry, not G, has taken it on to mean something else. That Dimagi Naxal means think, research, and resist. That's according to Generation Z, which means Generation Zoom, zoom off to nowhere. So a new website has sprung up, just like the CJP website had sprung up earlier, thanks to Mr. Abhijit Dipke, and now has about 20 million, 25 million followers. And this new website, Dimagi Naxal, apparently has about 300,000 followers. And maybe now, as I speak, it has a million or more. So, this is the latest rage now amongst the young people to make up a website and interact with each other and contact each other on their problems, the youth problems, maybe the study problems, etc., employment problems. So that is a good thing in a way. That's what I would say. But who am I to say anything? I don't know much of anything. I'm simply the messenger. And Mr. Parvesh Verma, I believe, Delhi Minister for PWD, has said that the PWD colonies there in the south, Gulabi Bagh, Kalyanpuri, and Bahpur, will be converted into multi-story buildings. That is, the old uh, flats that were there will be converted to multi-story units, and 10% will be on commercial, and the commercial will be sold to the people there. And then with that money, they're going to construct the Delhi Secretariat in the ITO area. So I believe. So more multi-storied construction in Delhi, more traffic congestion, that's what I would say. And that is where we are at. In another news, another Atal canteen was started in Anand Vihar. Atal canteens have been started by the Delhi government, where a poor person, a laborer, etc., can get a nourishing meal for the princely sum of rupees 5, which is really unheard amount of. So if that meal is good, then it's really a fantastic thing, and it should be, in my opinion, introduced all over India for all the poor people all over India. So one of the ministers and the chief minister, Rekha Gupta, was seen there launching this new location at Anand Vihar. And what else do we have in other news? The Kaiziranga National Park which is famous for its one horned rhinos. It has a buffer zone of about 10 kilometers, and that buffer zone is going to be reduced to 3 kilometers or 1 kilometer, as per the Chief Minister of Assam, from the boundary that is of the park. As he says, they want to concentrate on housing, healthcare centers, etc., use the available land. So that is the state of affairs in Assam. And in other news, uh, American actress Hayden Panettiere, who is only 36 years old, has passed away in, I believe, LA, possibly due to substance abuse. It's only 36 years old. So that is quite a unpleasant and unwelcome thing. A famous songwriter performer, Remo Fernandez from Goa, is set to retire. So he says he did his last concert in the UK and he doesn't feel right. So he's going to continue to create music, but at home in his place in Goa. And he'll still continue creating, but not performing out live. And I guess that's a good thing in a way. If you feel that you're not up to live performance, then of course you should call it quits. And then, of course, there's the decades old collaboration between Hariharan and Leslie. They have collaborated over 40 songs and are still going strong because the connection between both the artists is still very much there. So that is a good thing to see too. And India was present at the Victory Day celebrations of Afghanistan, that is the Taliban being there in Afghanistan for 5 years. So Indian officials visited the Afghan embassy in Delhi to pay their respects, and I believe it was attended by foreign diplomats of other countries there too. So the Taliban has been there in the country for 5 years, and it is a step backwards for the women of Afghanistan. Not allowed to study, not allowed to go to college and school and this and that. They have to sit at home and wait to get married and stuff like that, which I think is a huge backward step in this day and age. This is the year 2026, when most women all over the world are free to follow their dreams, and they should. They should follow their dreams. They should study and uh, do their intellectual pursuits before they grow old, and they have every right to do so, and nobody has the right to stop them. So hopefully, one day the Taliban will realize that, because they're losing a lot of human potential, a lot of future architects, engineers, you name it, computer programmers, etc., who could be women, just like the women in India, I mean, are architects, programmers, whatever. And they're doing a fine job in India, and more is needed. As per the Prime Minister, we are looking for more participation of women in the mainstream labor force, and such should be the case for Afghanistan too. Nobody has the right to halt back a woman's progress. This is the year 2026. It's way past the Me Too and Me Who movement. It is time to get with it and be real and give women their fair share and their fair due, and leave no roadblocks for them. And on this wonderful note, we thank you and subscribe by the billion.